How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Supreme Tennis. Now, you may have seen this video that I posted previously on the channel about tennis tactics. What I'm going to do over the next few weeks is dedicate a few videos to go into a bit more depth and a bit more detail about some of the tactics discussed in that video, and hopefully help you apply them more successfully. As always, before we get into the video, do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Do not forget to hit that notification bell for all the latest tips and tutorials to improve your game here with us at Supreme Tennis. So the first one we're going to delve into is the V-play tactic. And before we discuss this in more depth, let's just watch it in action. As you can see, it's all about creating space with the serve. And you can hit the serve hard and flat, but accuracy and placement is key, which means that the slice or the kick serve are more suitable and definitely what we would recommend. So with your serve, the wider you can force your opponent towards or even outside of the tramline, the better chance you give yourselves of winning the point. So if it's a first serve, aim for the singles line, drag your opponent out as far as possible and open up the whole other side of the court. If it's a second serve, you don't want a double fault, of course, so still add the slice, add the kick, but give yourselves a bigger margin for error. And as you can probably tell, it's called the V play because the path of your serve, followed by the second shot, creates a V. Now, there is one very important tip to always bear in mind when using this tactic, and that is to not put too much pressure on yourselves to finish the point with that second shot. A lot of the time, you will win the point with that second ball, but the more you overhit, the more you try to aim for the lines, the more unforced errors you will make. And you know, players always ask themselves, why have I missed the easy shot in the rally? That's the easiest shot and I've made a mistake there. I've made all the difficult shots, but the easy one that I'm supposed to put away, I've made a mistake. And that often comes from getting a bit too excited when we see the space open up. Because of this, we put ourselves under too much pressure to force a winner. And too often, because of that, we produce a mistake. Now, I'm not saying to go passive, but give yourselves a larger target area to hit into, add more topspin, and always expect to play another shot, even if eventually you don't have to. Any winner that you get with the second ball is a bonus, but remember, always expect to play an extra shot or two if needed. Once you find that wide serve, once you've brought your opponent in a defensive position and off balance, most players will then look to use their forehand. And for many, that's because this is often the preferred ground stroke. So play to your strengths and exploit your opponent's weaknesses. That's not to say that you can't use your backhand. You can see here that actually Fabian chooses to use the backhand and it's clearly just as effective. And it's also worth noting that you can serve and volley with the V-play tactic as well. Now, this is an aggressive tactic, and although you don't want to aim too near the lines with that second ball, you do want to assert your dominance in the rally. So make note of these two things here, and that's one, being the recovery and preparation straight after the serve, and then two, the court position of the player when going for that second shot. And you can see here the recovery straight after the serve is very important. Do not get flat-footed, perform your split step at the right time and get ready for that punishing ball. Also, notice how in all three clips, both players end up inside the baseline. You don't always have to be, but it is an attacking play after all. So being inside the court will take time away from your opponent and put you in a much better position to win the point. And obviously this gives them less time to make their second shot after the return of serve. Now, just to summarize the V play, remember to set the points up by being accurate with your serve. Generally, the slice and kick serve are encouraged as they tend to improve placement more than the flat serve. Either types of these spins also moves the ball away from your opponent, which helps to create more space on the other side of the court. And then remember to not get carried away when playing that second ball. Don't put too much pressure on yourselves to produce a winner. So maintain aggression but allow for a larger target area to hit into. Unlike the serve, you do not need to aim for the lines. Just get the ball in the opposite side of the court and always expect to play another shot or two if needed. Lastly, always remember to recover straight away after the serve. Don't get flat-footed, and then always try to play that punishing ball inside or at least on the baseline. This takes time away from your opponent and makes it that much harder to chase down. So yeah, that's it guys. That is the V-play tactic. We are just going to close out this video now by asking you once again to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, throw a thumbs up, like the video if you appreciate the content. We do respond to 100% of our comments, so if you have any questions, just write below. And I guess that's all. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.